crazy. What's going on, y'all? I pulled out the beach today, man. I feel like I was so crazy out in public with this, but I came up with this. I ain't gonna say I came up with it, but I had found this hack a while ago for cameras that you can't see yourself. They sell these little mirrors that you could attach. So I'm actually able to see myself on it now. I don't know if y'all can tell as I tilt it. This is how I can vlog with this. That'd be crazy as hell to shoot a vlog with this. I ain't gonna lie, that would look insane. To be out in public, they'll probably think I'm filming a news broadcast or some shit with this, but I'm not gonna lie, I think this still has the best quality. Well, ain't no think. This definitely does. Then it would be the S5 II, and I would say the Blackmagic 6K full frame. But I need to get back to filming with this when I start doing my YouTube series and stuff like that. I want to definitely utilize this camera. Watching from Australia, love your work, bro. Appreciate that, man. Matter of fact, where's everybody from that's in here right now? Y'all know me, I'm out here in Georgia, so I actually got a lot of edits I want to get done today. I'm starting, like I told you, I'm starting to get into the full length vlogs. How did y'all feel about the last one I dropped? And what's something that I could improve? St. Petersburg, Florida. That's what's up, man. I never even heard of that. Yeah, Florida got too many snakes and shit for me, man. I went out there to what was that? No, it wasn't Pensacola. What was that? Was it Cocoa Beach? One of those. My first step on the damn beach, a snake slid past my feet. Like, I said, oh, man. Yeah, Florida be having too much wild shit. It's a beautiful place, though. I love all the water and the scenery, but, yeah, that snakes and shit like that, I'm like, oh, no. Alligators and shit be in your yard. Tuning in from South Africa, love your channel. Appreciate that, man. So, everybody that's in here, I think this is an obvious ass question, but with Tampa Bay. Oh, okay, Tampa Bay. Shout out to Tampa Bay, man. I'm trying to think, have I been there? No, I've been in Jacksonville, Miami. Been to Miami recently, too. Pensacola, Cocoa Beach. I've been in Florida several times, but yeah, I never been to Tampa Bay. Yeah, Jacksonville ain't too far from there, right? Oh, so that's something else I wanted to talk to y'all about too. I've been trying to figure out what I should upgrade to as far as my computer. I have the M1 chip, the 16 gigs of RAM, and 1 TB SSD. And I feel like it's fast, but sometimes it's not fast enough. Like it freezes up a lot now and shit like that. So I was gonna ask y'all, like, what system do y'all have? And if y'all, I don't know if everybody shoots with 6K cameras or whatever, but my S5 II and my Blackmagic both shoot 6K. So I feel like it can handle it, but once I have too many clips like in the project, that's when I start to see how slow it is, I guess. But overall, I think this computer just been through it. I've been using it 5 years now, and when I bought the Mac Mini, what was the Mac Mini M4 Pro, a couple months ago, it was no faster. So I just kind of been really hesitant on upgrading because the last time I tried to, it didn't really change nothing. So I used to be afraid, what do you say? I used to be afraid of steal shots till I watched your channel. That's what's up, man. So I was gonna say that, what made y'all subscribe to this channel, and what would y'all like to see more of? I got another question after y'all answer this, but I guess it'll break it down more for what I need to know. But yeah, man, I definitely got a lot more content. I hate that I can't live stream and let y'all watch me edit as much because it's starting to trip lately. But I'm gonna get that figured out. I think I just need to run an Ethernet cord into my computer so that way the speed can keep up with the live stream. I think that's what's been going on. A lot of people say it's been lagging a lot. To me, that sounds like a an internet connection problem. So I noticed the consistency and how much you posted. That was motivating. Okay, cool. I like that. Let me go. What do you say? I don't want to miss your comment. He said a 20,000 for a 20,024. I just playing. A 2024 Mac Studio, 32 gigs of RAM. How's that going for you? How is that computer set up? I would like to see more shots where the lighting is not clear. I am learning a lot from those. What you mean? Break that down a little bit more for me. I'm kind of confused on that. So my next question would be, did y'all watch this channel? Okay, let me ask this in a better way. Did you hit the subscribe button because of inspiration or because you want to learn how I do these things? You know what I'm saying? Like how I make my footage and stuff look a certain way. Because some people already know what they're doing. They just follow people for inspiration. Then you got some that don't know what they're doing that aspire to be that. So um, where do y'all fall in between that? You know what I'm saying? Because I would say add like a voiceover for story. I have a love and hate relationship with that. I do love like saying like talking when it comes to voiceovers and stuff, but I just see that it like well, I can't really say that though. Well, voiceovers work great for tutorials, but when I do them in my vlogs, they don't always perform the best. It's weird. Uh, and I guess it's because people, like I said, I consider myself having open concept where people get to decide what the video is about when they watch it instead of me trying to talk and let you know what emotion to feel. I kind of like the idea of just it's silent, so people have to really pay attention and piece together what they think is about, and it gets more engagement versus me talking and trying to tell people like what I'm feeling, or yeah, people could relate to it, but everybody might not be in that space at the time. You get what I'm saying? So if I drop a video of me in here putting my camera equipment together, some people might find that inspirational. Some people might find that me being in solitude or me, you know, lonely, or you never know. So it's like I think it's smarter to just let people brains go wherever they want it to, versus trying to talk all the time. And then it's like I said, when I do those videos, I don't see it perform better than the ones where I don't talk. So it's like one thing about social media is you have to understand what people actually like from you. Not saying that you should never post what you into for yourself, but it's like it becomes pointless when people are not really seeing it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you do shots at night where it's dark, where it isn't much lighting. Oh, okay. So you want low light stuff. All right, great. So what I'm gonna do tonight is, and you just gave me an idea, I'm gonna do a full shot by shot breakdown on how I would film in low light. Um, that's my goal for today, because I think you know what that actually performed very well too, just because people are afraid of filming at low light. To me, I actually love it, so it's actually the easiest to me. It always wasn't. I had to like become comfortable with it, but it's one of those things where you know you're not good at it, so you keep working until you become good. That's how that works. So that's because I was searching the Lumix S52 cinematic videos, wanting to get myself one. So okay, so you got it because you subscribe because of the camera and just seeing the content that's made with it. That's dope. So yeah, man, I think a lot of what I'm trying to figure out, like last night I couldn't sleep at all, really. And I think it's because I'm in a place where I have so many ideas and I know they're great ideas, but I just truly it's not, how can I put it? So when you become this content creative person or whatever, right? You have to understand what people watch you for so you can know what to give them. You know what I'm saying? But still mixing what you want in it, but not so much like just, you know, all about, I'm just gonna post what I care to post. I try to really, I'm building a community, so I like to really let y'all be a part of whatever I'm doing. And I I think that when I when I get more locked in, I want to, make this channel more interactive, like where I really read the comments and, kind of make videos based off of that, stuff like that. So everything y'all say, I be taking note of it. I'm not the person that like looks over anything. I'm not gonna lie. I be really paying attention. They say I make vlogs of like movies. You dropped 13 days ago. It was fire. Damn it. So y'all like that series? A lot of people say they get tired of that title. uh, it be all over the place, man. So one thing about this phase two, man, is isn't it you always gonna be right to some people, you always gonna be wrong to some people, So it's like people just always have their own perspective on shit. So you gotta be careful with taking too much of these things in. You gotta be less of a consumer and more of a person that's producing stuff. So that's where I'm at. I really be listening to what people say, but to a certain extent, I know everybody have opinions, but a lot of time people don't know what's best for you because they're not either on the same level or they haven't even figured out for themselves yet, but they're trying to tell you what you shouldn't do or how to do it. And I be like, now if you already doing some shit that's working, your channel's doing way more, is way more successful than mine, then I'll listen. But when it comes to like trying to tell me what works and what don't, and then when I go to your channel, you have like 20 views on a video you posted a year ago, I'd be like, I can't really listen to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being wise. If somebody's showing you that they're not capable of something, then why would you literally take their advice 100% and run with it? Not saying that people can't become great at what they're doing, but everybody has like strong opinions about how you should do stuff when in reality they don't know how to even do it for themselves. So I don't really listen to that too much. I kind of take note of it, just be like, I guess this a different perspective, but I'm not gonna just follow it. I'm not a yes man. I'm not a follower like type person. So I'm gonna always do what I want, how I want, regardless of what people think. But at the same time, I'm considerate. I think that's the most powerful trait to have is kind of knowing what's best, but you kind of just be considerate enough to hear people out, even though like, okay, that's not gonna make sense. It's just having different perspectives allow you to like maneuver and go about things differently. Feel me? So it's always smart to do that. Yeah, got to filter that stuff out. Good advice. Your short films go crazy. Really like the one you did a while ago with Alone on Christmas. How you spoke about your son. Um, yeah, I love that too. You mentioned a different video. You just go out and shoot without planning. What is your approach to with your short film? So my approach to anything I do is I go off what emotion I'm currently feeling at the time. So if I ever did any voiceover, it's because I literally have felt so strong about that topic. And I know that other people feel the same way, but don't have the platform to speak. Or not even, everybody got a platform. I'm going to just say that. Regardless if you got 2 people watching you or 20,000. Everybody has a platform, but a lot of people are scared to use their voice because they don't want to be judged or, they don't want people to have backlash or whatever from what they say. So me personally, I speak not only for myself but for other people that's in that current space. And yeah, it just comes from raw emotion. That's why if y'all watch my vlogs, I guarantee y'all, how can I say it? I know anybody that watches my videos, I guarantee they feel like they either know me for real or they can relate to me really heavy because I speak from a place of realism, and I'm just the topics I pick are very relatable. And it's stuff that I hear a lot of people speak on, but not with the perspective I have. So a lot of times that's all it is. I'm just giving my own unique perspective on situations, and it's kind of to either get people to see things the way that I see it, or to get them to like reevaluate and think of stuff differently. So that's kind of like would be my approach. But I don't really like try to say stuff a certain way or anything. I don't even try to articulate myself to sound smart. I'm not that type of guy. So if you know me, this is how I talk all the time. This is just me. I'm just a very creative person. I have millions of ideas that go through my head daily. So as I speak, I just get all over the place. But yeah, I just go off raw emotion. And I think if a lot of y'all did that, you would be so surprised with like the outcome of just being yourself. And when I say that, I'm talking about your true self, not the version that you think people like. I'm talking about the version that you are literally the most proud of and comfortable with is when you start to see actual success. Because I used to feel like, um, how can I say it? This so before I started doing tutorials and stuff like that, I used to run into like the mental like stuff with, what do people feel like I can't, like they can't really understand me because I have a certain like accent or whatever. Just like being self-conscious about if I actually can articulate myself the way that other YouTubers do and shit, right? But I had to realize what really makes you unique is when you are misunderstood or if you don't kind of fit in with people, Perfect example, and I'm gonna use this analogy. So it's like going to school and everybody wears their uniform that day and you the only person to show up without it, you naturally stand out. So it's like when you try to literally do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, it actually push you in the right direction in this space. Um, so I think if people just kind of looked at things that way, uh, they won't be afraid to be different. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not afraid of people thinking that I'm doing stuff, the way not the right way, or I see other people doing this way, why you do it like this and this and that. Like I don't really think too deep about that no more. I just go straight into like I said, my raw emotion. And can't nobody really tell me how to feel, so I truly just be expressing myself, and I use this as like a visual diary. That's kind of how I treat my voiceovers when I talk and stuff. It's more so just documenting what I'm feeling at that current state. So when I come back to it years later or months later, I can see like if I progressed or if I have went backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. Cause I guarantee you, I did something years ago that you come across again, and you actually be like, damn, I actually was in a better space back then than I am now, and it kind of makes you be like, damn, I got to work on that. So I'm really just documenting my journey for real, through life, and that's with my son. That's just with all the things that matter to me, and I'm just allowing y'all to see it in a cinematic way, and that's the best way to like give a whole outlook on my entire like process. It's literally just allow y'all to see my life in the most cinematic way. And that's how I would put it. I know I just said a mouthful, but yeah, like I said, that's how I get. I get very yeah, I just get passionate. I just go into my raw emotions and just let it flow. And you'll be surprised where that takes you, you know. What lens do you use the most? Hmm. I think that like those questions be so hard for me because I use all of my lenses the same. Now, I think a better question is what's my least favorite, but if I had to go for what I use on a day-to-day basis, it's always the Panasonic 35 millimeter, 50, 85, and then the Sigma 24 to 70. So that's what I shuffle. And I know a lot of y'all probably be like, okay, so if you got the 24 to 70, why do you need to switch to the 35 and the 50 when you could just do it all on one lens, right? I used to think the same way, but the reason why it's important to know when to switch lenses is because you got to know what type of look and aesthetic you're going for, and how detailed you want certain shots. So the only reason why I like to switch to the 35 and 50 instead of just leaving it on the zoom lens is because, for one, I don't do very well with zoom lenses. I kind of get very indecisive, and I do the zooming in and out a lot because I'm just very like impulsive. So when I have a like fixed lens, it just forces me to really get my composition right, to really practice my framing. So it forces me to be better with cinematography versus, okay, like I'm gonna shoot wide and I'm like, nah, actually I should probably zoom in on this, or nah, let me go kind of like medium. I do that a lot. So not only that, it's also just 2.8. It stops at 2.8 for 24 to 70 millimeters versus having the 50 that goes 1.8 and the 35 millimeter that's 1.8. It just, in certain lighting situations, like sacrificing those two stops is very like major. I can see a lot of noise after a while, but I will say that I can shoot in low light with that 24 to 70. I don't know if y'all remember the one I make vlogs with like movies video I did in low light where it was I had on the black jacket. I was in all black. I stood up under that little record store with the lighting. That was all the 24-70. That entire video was shot with the 24-70 at 2.8. So it's definitely possible to film at night. I just think a lot of people don't know what the hell they doing for real, and they just like get frustrated and just quit shooting at night. But it's actually very soothing and it's easy once you get the hang of it. You just gotta pay attention to like literally the brightest parts of wherever the scene is that you at, and you put your subject as close as possible to it. When you naturally do that, it's like it's kind of becomes it's like the world become a spotlight, in a sense, and that's kind of how I think. So when you want things to look dramatic, you don't want the full scene to be lit and bright anyway. You want certain parts to have lighting. So that's why I think low light actually looks better to me now, because it's like a stage. Um, when you put the subject under the lighting, it allows you to only focus on them and not everything else. Like in the daytime, you see a person standing in the heart of the city, you're gonna look at the full scene, but at night you're limited to focus on certain details. So that's kind of like why I like it. Do you color grade for others? I would say yeah and yes and no, because people hit me up for it, but nobody has really like seriously fell through with it. But I do get hit up in my email and stuff about trying to color grade people's films and stuff. But yeah, I'm open to it for sure. Oh yeah, Celeste, you hella late. Uh, but yeah, we were just in here talking about. I was just well, we talked about it a lot. Yeah, so you definitely late. Have you done? Oh, bro, yeah. Music videos is how I got all this equipment. All the shit that y'all see came from music videos. I literally been shooting music videos for the past 8 years now. It's funny to me that people have to ask me that. That means that I have really switched lanes completely, and this is not even something that I plan to do. But yeah, music videos is all I did forever. So that's why I'm so good at like making cuts and pacing and stuff. I literally started with music videos first. Then I used to vlog myself back when I first started. So all of this shit just came in full circle, and it literally just yeah. It's funny now that people don't even know if I shoot music videos, but at one point that's all I did, and I'm talking about like a few months ago. That's all I was doing is shooting music videos. The only challenge is for me now is since I have switched to a whole nother market, I had to like get new clientele because music video artists want music videos, um, but if I'm tapping more into like vlogs and cinematic content, I have to find people that wants that specifically. So I am in a place of like putting myself back on the market for new stuff. But yeah, music videos it'd be cool. It's quick money, but I don't feel any like anything from film like shooting it no more. Unless it's like cinematic, like we doing storyline. That's the only type of music videos I would accept. Outside of that, the little running guns and shit, I'm not doing that. You say, I'll go back after. How did you get through the roughest time of your life and remain focused? Um, I feel like naturally, as a man, I gotta realize that the world don't really give a fuck what you feeling. And you know, at the same time, let's not even say the world, just people in general. This goes for women too. A lot of time, people don't understand you; they never will. So, just accepting that, life is not life is truly what we make it. If you're in a low space or you're in a dark place in your life, you're in charge of hitting the light switch. And I literally had to like see things like that. So when I'm in the dark spot, I just start doing the things that bring me joy. I start to focus more on the shit that makes me feel happy naturally. And over time, doing that repetitively, just every day, just working on shit that puts you back in the mindset of like positivity, you can't help but overcome it after a while, because you're starting to practice a healthy like system. And I would just say go back to your roots, go back to the stuff that made you happy without a person being involved, without anything, And a lot of people flash back to their childhood because that's when we was carefree. I think a lot of our stress and anxiety and shit comes from just the fear of failure as adults. I feel like that's what a lot of people lack is the skill set that you know, of course, can bring you what that can get you out of those situations, and also the just having the mentality that, you know, it's no point in fearing nothing, because fear is just um your imagination. You're imagining the worst outcome of shit when you should be imagining the best outcome of it. And I feel like that's what I do a lot. So anytime I start to get too deep in my head and I'm starting to question stuff, or I'm starting to see just the negative, I also have to realize there's a positive side that I can see too, but I'm just choosing not to. And that's kind of how I get out. Just kind of, and that's what I mean by hitting that switch. You see how I just literally switch from it's negative to, okay, what's the positives in this, and then just focus more on that. So, would it say, uh, how much do monitors matter with color grading? Honestly, I'm not the right person to ask that question because I'm not a super technical guy. But I will say it's important. You can't just color grade on any type of monitor because the colors won't be accurate. But I edit on my damn TV, and y'all see how the color grade turns out. So people be like, "Oh my god, bro, you editing on the TV," and you know, like that's not good to do. But I feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I'm just not in that space of like, I didn't go to school for this. I don't know what's the correct color space, and you know what's the difference between, you know, red 709 versus gamma 2.4. I don't really know all of that type of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. So getting super technical with color grading, I'm not a colorist, but I'm great with colors. I'll say that. And it's only because I create the colors that I see in my head. Like when I go out and I look at real life, I create the colors that I wish things was, if that makes sense. So, um, with that approach, I don't really even know if I'm doing things technically right, but it looks right. So that's kind of what I be teaching people is, as long as things look right, you can't really tell me that it's wrong, you know. And I feel like a lot of colorists get mad when they come across my tutorials because I be teaching it that way. And it's kind of, how can I put it? I think that makes a person feel like it kind of takes away the respect of how much work they put in as colorists, I guess, because I'm showing people you can get it done in one node and, you know, one layer. Um, and that really pisses them off because it's like I had to go to school and I was taught to use 20 nodes, but this person jumps online and just starts color grading with no knowledge of it, and he's doing it in one node and it looks just as good. So I think that could be triggering. It's like a person that's been working on cars for 20 years and somebody just picked up a tool and just said, let me just see if I can fix this car, and they actually do it faster than you or just as good. You know, and it's like, damn, I just, you know, this person don't even know what they doing, but it's done right, but it's like, nah, it's, in my brain is wrong because it's not how I was taught to do it. So that's a lot of time what I be coming across is a lot of advice I be getting on color grading stuff is because people was taught a technical way, but I just go off of creativity and what's my own style. Um, but yeah, once you get, I'll say just, I would edit off of TV. It's, I like the size of it. I like having a bigger display when I edit so I can see detail. But if you are trying to get a color accurate monitor, I would recommend getting into that if that's what you're serious about. But if you're just doing like little creative content, you don't need all that, bro. I'm never gonna be the guy to try to tell y'all to go buy the most expensive equipment and stuff, because it's really not necessary. You just need the basic essentials. And oh, that's something else I wanted to talk about today too. So I see a lot of people that make excuses about, oh yeah, I can never get my quality to look like this and that because I only have a kit lens. So when I shoot my vlog today, I'm gonna use the kit lens, and I should shoot in low light with it. That'd be insane. Like to do a full tutorial with it, but just let me actually charge this up. And this is my setup if y'all don't know. This is how my S5 II rig look. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but this actually falls out now. It is what it is. I have another one. I need to switch it. But yeah, this is my S5 II rig. It's really minimal. It's not a lot going on. I did go ahead and get the coiled cable for this because the other cable was like long as hell. I had to wrap it around and shit. So yeah. But anyway, man, with some more questions y'all got or um, whatever, I know I be rambling a lot. It's kind of a good and a bad thing. I just be having so much information I feel like I could give. So I just be going, but yeah, I be trying to work on that. Say a lot, but without saying a lot. Oh damn, I didn't even know it's a headphone jack on this monitor. Hmm. Damn, it's kind of good. I just saw that because now I'm starting to get into filming cinematic content like vlogs. Yeah, I am actually. I was thinking about. I was going to let y'all watch me create a LUT pack, but I was like, is that really a great idea? Um, or should I just surprise y'all with it? Um, how Lil Prime doing? He doing good, man. I'm actually supposed to be getting him again really soon. I'm gonna get him for the whole summer. Praying that fall through on that, but yeah, he's doing great, man. Uh, yeah, it's funny you ask. I just got. Uh, yeah, my mom just told me yesterday. Uh, I should be getting him for the whole summer, so I'm definitely waiting on that. We're gonna create a lot of content. I'm gonna take my son on a road trip when I get him this time. He's really, bro. He really loves to sightsee and joyride, so I think it'll be pretty great. I've been watching your channel, getting caught up. What was before you started binge watching? How far back was you? Cause that's crazy. Like when I looked at my videos for the past 6 months, y'all know it was very hard for me to go back and find certain videos. I was like, damn, where's that one video I dropped? I was like, bro, this is all the shit I dropped in 6 months. I'm like, damn near 50 video shit, almost 60 probably more than that. A month. Yeah, that's crazy. Do you film with the LUT loaded on the monitor? No, I preview it as I'm filming, and then I get to the computer and it be right back, flat. But it's definitely good to monitor yourself, and see the actual final look as you're filming because when you're exposed to a certain color grade, it just makes it easier in post. But yeah, did you pick up a camera before the music videos, or that was the intro? Yeah. So if y'all don't know, I used to do music. Well, y'all wouldn't know this. I don't have none of this shit posted no more. But yeah, I used to do music. The music y'all hear, just a beat I made last night. Um, but yeah, I was into being an artist before doing anything. And the camera was only because I moved to Vegas. I didn't know anybody out there except for my girlfriend at the time. No family, no friends, no nothing. So I decided to buy a camera and start, that's when I first started vlogging. Like, um, I would love to. You know what? I'm gonna keep going with the story, but I actually want to find my first vlogs and let y'all see. Like I've been doing this shit since 2016 for real, but it just started getting caught on to like this past year. But anyway, yeah, I was shooting my own music videos, and by me doing that, it started getting people to like tap in and start to ask like, do I shoot for other people? And it became me doing that to it became, like this is what I actually do now. So it was something that I just took a leap of faith on. I didn't know I would be good at music videos, but people just naturally like the storytelling and the look of my videos even back then. But to me now when I look at them, I would laugh. But to some of y'all probably feel like this shit ain't bad at all, even from back in the days. But I'm a I'm actually about to pull up my YouTube channel. I got a lot of stuff archived. uh, yeah, we're gonna go to managed videos. I'm gonna go to my oldest ones. Let me turn this around for y'all. See, I hate this, bro. I want y'all to really see the quality, but it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna go to. How do I feel? I'm trying to go to my oldest shit, so we're gonna do 50. It's crazy. I took all my videos off my channel a year ago, and all of this shit is in the past year. So, that is fucking insane, bro. Let me see. What was the first video I actually popped out with? Yeah, right here. Balancing life as a full-time dad, all that shit. I need to redo that video. But yeah, I go back years of content. Do you record on log or just normal? I use log. Does it take long to edit a video or edit a vlog? It depends. If you haven't been here already, I be doing full live edits from start to finish. So sometime I'll knock out 2 edits in 3 hours. Sometime I'll knock out one in 2 hours. Sometime I do it in 30 minutes to an hour. It just depends on like how long I'm making it and how many shots I got. So a lot of the time I'm looking through hundreds of clips. Um, yeah, see, this is all my first vlogs. Like, this shit is crazy. I literally, my very first music video was this one. Um, this is 2017. This was like my first cinematic vlog. Shit crazy, bro. So that's why I said I always been doing this shit, bro. It just, and I didn't know anything about making cinematic content. It just, I always have saw things that way. You know what I'm saying? So this is y'all seeing my very first like vlog for real. Nah, I ain't gonna even say this is my very first one. This is 2017. You know, I always have been into it. At Subway. And it's crazy, but I used to be solo. I had no friends or nothing out there for the first couple months. And it's not, it was by choice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have went out and met people and stuff, but I was enjoying that I didn't know anybody, nobody knew me. Um, let me start this music. I know this shit been looping. Y'all probably like, bro, that's something about me though. What's a good pack use? I mean, shit, I would definitely say my own Lut packs. Yeah, 2017. Let me turn this up for y'all. But see, I can bring all this shit back when I go back and talk about it like in the documentary and all of that. But yeah, this is in Vegas, bro. This is when, and this was my first time ever moving away from home ever. You know, I took a real leap of faith and see, look, choppy ass slow motion. Yeah, this shit that bad. Look at it. Look at the title. Y'all know this would irritate the hell out of me now. Like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? Like, bro. And so, but I ain't gonna lie. I love this title. I need to bring this back. Nothing into something. This is literally the start of this cinematic style that I have been doing. I always had it, but I just didn't know how to make the look match. But I literally used to just take nothing and turn it into something, you know. But this right here is bad. Like, this is absolutely horrible. You going gang related text here. You going bold, and you going goddamn army font here. It's just too much. This is very tacky. This is very bad. And for this shit to say 8 years ago is insane work. Like, this shit was really 8 years ago now. But that's crazy. That's how long I've been doing this shit. We go with that. I used to try to put free Luts to get views. You feel me? So yeah, y'all getting that exclusive, man. I don't really, you know. And I'm gonna show y'all the first music video I shot for somebody that was on some storyline shit. See, now that's a. Now this video right here, bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't even know what the fuck I did as far as the color grade, but I really made this Lumens G7 look amazing. Like, and I can't even play the music because all this shit be you know, copyrighted. But just check out the look of this. Like, bro, I didn't even know what the hell I was doing back then, but look how good the color grade was even back then. This is 2017 too. 8 years ago. Nigga look young as hell. I was just out there in Vegas, just driving around joyriding a lot. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying to get a shot of myself, not knowing, like, bro, all you gotta do is get a tripod. But I used to have the Gorilla Pod. That's all I had. I didn't have a full tripod back then. So y'all gonna see a lot of cringy ass face shots like that. It's because I didn't know how else to put myself in the frame. This how bad it was. So, uh, but this shit don't look bad though. Like I feel like this looks just as good as some shit I would do now. It was crazy. Not gonna lie. We're gonna play some type of music shit. That shit is insane. And this red rock came. But yeah, this shit look pretty dope, man. I ain't mad at that. I am mad at some of the shots of myself in it, but I can't be too mad at it. But yeah, man, y'all just saw the exclusive shit, man. Nobody has really saw those. Now it's crazy to see that to what I'm working on now. This is actually the vlog that I'm currently working on. This shit is like night and day. Bro. But see, I ain't gonna lie though, like now I want y'all to be honest. Do y'all feel like what I'm doing looks that much different now that y'all seen where I started at? Or is it just the quality has got way better in the storytelling? But I think that's the only thing, is just the camera looks better in the storytelling, you know. That's it. I feel like as far as the shots, the creativity has always been there. It just I have better like understanding of what shots make more sense, I guess. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful with that. So a lot of my live streams lately, I be accidentally like letting copyright music play in it, and it only take for a few seconds of it before they demonetize the entire vid. So this month, me live streaming so much and it just ads randomly play and all of that shit, it kind of takes away from it. So you just always want to be careful with that. Yeah, yeah, the creativity definitely always had been there. Um, but yeah, this is more, yeah. You can tell this is a trained eye, just a more intentional. It's more intentional, like the shots. I actually need y'all feedback on something too. So I'm gonna let this play. I know I'm skimming through a lot. I have problems with this. I jump around because I know what I'm trying to do, but to y'all, it's like, all right, you doing too much back and forth. Let me clean my camera lens off. All right, that's much better. Let me close my blinds. That's something too. When y'all color grade, y'all know y'all supposed to be in the dark room too. Did y'all know that? You're not supposed to color grade with a lot of light and stuff reflecting off your screen, because it'll make you think that the scenes are too dark when in reality, it's actually brighter than what it is. So color grading in a dark room is always better. Always remember that. That's why I like to edit at night, because it's no glares, or the sun is not bouncing off of the TV screen and stuff. So it's, yeah. Or just get blackout curtains and make it completely dark. But yeah, you always want to color grade in a dark setting. This is so funny with no music. All right, so my question was, should I start out with this montage and just go into a long series of not talking? Say like this is 4 minutes. Would y'all watch 4 minutes of me not saying shit at all, or should I go? I know somebody just told me I should do voiceovers, right? Um, but my question is, should I start out with this? Should I start out with the talking and go into this jam content, then lead into me going into the city and I'm, out just scouting after that? Then I go pull up on, my boy Deontay Kyle. He's in the middle of his podcast. It's just me like, linking with the creative homies and shit. And then go into the night scene. The final scene would be these sunset shots with me filling up the car or whatever. Yeah, I edit on my TV. So I put a TV up here. This is a 65-inch monitor, and I use it to edit. It's very dope to me, and I have like my desk right in front of the TV, and it's kind of in the middle of the floor. So I like the space from it. Yeah, start off talking. Okay, cool. So I'm about to say, was somebody in underwear? Like, what the hell is going on here? But yeah, like what? I'm like, what the fuck is that? What was that? Yeah, but I forgot he did the cold punch thing. So I don't know why he just didn't have on shorts. I think he just wanted to be noticed. But all right, so we'll start off talking. So yeah, it made me very uncomfortable here. I don't want to. I'm not. Yeah, let's just not even speak on it. We're gonna pretend that. Yeah, that's just not. That's me still speaking on it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. People that work fast food, they just be looking so miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. I would be too. But I don't even think she was looking mean or anything. It just looked like whatever. Like, get the hell on. That's how I feel at least. I love these shots. They don't even be knowing I be filming, but yeah, we can go here. All right, so y'all say I should start off with the talking. Let's see, what did I say? All right, we're gonna just. So something in CapCut I like to do is the transcript. It cuts out all the bullshit. That's why a lot of time my speech be seeming very choppy, but I know a lot of people don't like that, but I don't give a damn. I do. I be pausing a lot. I say it cuts out all of that shit. So we're gonna just see how this goes with the talking. What is this? Oh, cut. Then you hit remove. Now I just cut down the talking. Let's see where it goes. Man, just left out of there. The spot was dope as hell, I'm not gonna lie. It was way doper than I thought. It's really big place. It got a lot of. I think I gotta be careful with that. Like people childish when they hear, "Oh, it's really big." What's really big? You know, people are childish. Watch how you say stuff on social media too. Always remember that. I think I'm gonna definitely make this my spot to create content. They told me you gotta be careful. I'm allowed to host classes here, so I know a lot of y'all probably don't know, but I am starting to do. I ain't gonna use this because honestly, the people at the gym was kind of rude. Well, it was this one dude. I don't know if y'all aware or not, but I am starting to do in-person classes in Atlanta. Man, I think I'm gonna definitely make this my hell no. It got a lot. I was dope as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Place. It got a lot of nice aesthetics. All right, we're gonna jump cut that because I'm not gonna use that spot at all. I don't know if y'all aware or not, but I am starting to do in-person classes in Atlanta. So if you are here or you want to come to Atlanta and work with Prime ATL personally, hit this link right here down in the description, and you can literally book a session. It's 2 hours where you get to either just go out and vlog with me, or we can do the workshop and show y'all camera settings, walk y'all through how I get my stuff to the cinematic. But anyway, if you're interested in that, go there and hit that link in the description. But man, I guess that's gonna wrap up this part of the day. I don't really know what's next, but let's take off. I like that. Let's take off and then drive. Perfect. Let's go do. I don't really know what's next at this point. I know I need to eat, so let's go do that. It's always food. I need to put the what we about to eat at. That needs to be in there. Let's go do that. Yeah. I shouldn't have actually said it out loud. I didn't even think. It's like, bro, you're literally live right now. But yeah, RP to that little guy. That's still one of my favorite social media videos. The little where we about to eat at video. That's my guy. That's like literally one of my go-tos. So it's really big. Yeah, the really big part gotta go. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Man, just left out of there. The spot was dope as hell, I'm not gonna lie. I hate when kids don't get to live to the. Nah, I don't even want to get into that. Yeah, I don't like that. That made me sad when I heard that. Like, dang. I don't know if y'all aware or not, but I am starting to do in-person classes in Atlanta. So if you are here or you want to come, this is my problem too. I don't promote what I do as much, and that's a problem. You know, I think it's because I don't want to feel like I'm selling things to y'all all day. But it's like, bro, this is what you do for a living. Like, cut it out. Man, I guess it's gonna wrap up this part of the day. It's kind of dumb. It's like, see, that's a self-conscious thing, you know, because I hate when people. Like, I hate when YouTubers I used to watch, and that's why I don't watch them no more. It's like everything they do is about selling some shit to you. It's never genuine no more. It's like they don't even have fun with it. It's always this $4,000 lens is what you need to make your shit look like movies, or it's like, or your videos don't look good because you're missing this, or you know, equipment or shit like that. I don't be into that. I'm not trying to like, you know, but selling my own services and providing things that can help people, I think is not bad to talk about. You know. Let's take off. I don't really know what's next at this point. I know I need to eat, so let's go do that. All right, that is not going to go after that. So let's go ahead and rearrange this whole vlog to what it should be. So we got so I said I just left the gym, so this needs to go after the fitness content. Okay, so let's get that in order. Uh, what is this right here? Let's go do that. This is me just filming some random ass spot. Uh, what is this? Bully boy. I don't really like that. We don't do bullies. I like the look of it, but like, what does that even mean? Like, I know it's a place, but yeah, that shit ain't going in there. It's bullshit. All right. What else? I'm gonna try to make this a long. I want to at least aim for like 10 minutes with this vlog. I thought it was another part where I was speaking too, and I'm just not seeing it now. So we're gonna start out with talking. We can get here. Okay, where's all this nice stuff needs to go to the back. All right, so we're gonna go here. Uh, yeah, let's drag all of this over here. So what y'all think the timeline should be based on all this stuff I got? Should we go from the gym? I thought I talked before I went in the gym too, though. That's what I'm looking for. Then we're gonna go here. All right, so I guess all of this could stay where it's at. Yeah, so I'm gonna drag all of this over here. I'm just rearranging my timeline. And I'm just the reason why I'm able to do this is because I film things out of order anyway. So I'm just kind of rearranging it to make sense now. All right, so let me look down here. Where's the actual? Oh, it's right here. All right, here's my media pool. Let me see, where do I go? Oh, hell yeah. Now, this right here is a full day recording, but usually I'm not gonna lie, it takes me 30 minutes to an hour to film all this other shit I be doing. But yeah, it does be a lot of work that goes into these longer edits that people keep asking me for, and that's why I don't drop them as frequent. But um, yeah, it's a lot, bro. It can be. I'm trying to find. See, my computer moving slow with this. So it's actually pretty simple. So my name came from ever since I've been like like 12. My rap name, I used to call myself Prime Time. I don't know where the hell that stemmed from. I remember my dad was asking me, because my dad is a producer. That's how I know how to make beats, and that's what got me into music anyway. But um, they used to call me by my nickname when I used to do music, and I had to come up with my own name. So I don't know why. Like I love the number 21, Deion Sanders. I used to like his. I used to like to watch his stuff, and he was one of my favorite people that played for Atlanta. So um, Prime Time was his name, and it just like when I heard it, I'm like, I like that. Like the Prime Time thing. So I feel like it kind of stemmed from that in a sense. And just him having the number 21, which is my favorite number, before I even knew who he was, it just kind of aligned, and I kind of went with that. And then as I got older, I took off the time part of it because I'm just like prime time just sound like some old school shit. And I just put ATL because I feel like, it's kind of a way to just represent where I'm from. And also, it's just like me and where I'm from. In a sense, I just kind of combined it, but it was no real deep meaning. But now, if you ask me what prime means to me, is I feel like I'm a prime example of whatever I'm talking about. Yeah, so my other saying is I'm forever in my prime. I feel like that's why I like that name because no matter what age I'm at, I'm always going to, push to be at my best. So that's what that name means to me now. The ATL is just extension of where I'm from, like to kind of let people know without asking. But yeah, that was just like my artist name, and then it just kind of just stuck because yeah, um, shit, all the content I've been dropping since I've been doing music videos and making music, I have always used the name Prime ATL, so I just never reevaluated and changed it or anything. I just kind of crossed over from doing music to doing film with it, and that's kind of like what happened. But outside of that, man, I don't even know what the hell that name came from. It just something told me that was right. Uh, but yeah, I like the name Prime though. I feel like it's really cool, straight to the point. It's not hard for people to remember. Now, some people have some really unique names, and I'd be envious of that because I'm like, damn. But we all know I'm not good with coming up with names and stuff. So either just go out and vlog with me, or we can do like a workshop. Do you ever use it? Yeah, I was literally just in DaVinci Resolve the other day, but that project took a long time because it was like glitching and all that type of stuff. I actually got a music video that I was supposed to be working on in it, and that shit started tripping out. So, uh, but yeah. All right, so I didn't do any talking beforehand, and with the gym scene, but see now that just feels kind of mm, it just don't feel right to me now. Cause I do think opening up with talking would be smart, but I was speaking as if I already left out of the gym. I'm speaking past tense, like, all right, the gym was a nice gym. I like the aesthetic, and then I go inside of it, like, and do a full sequence. Like, that don't even make sense. See, that's where you got to think. You got to think from the audience perspective. It's not about how good it looks all the time. It's like, is this shit actually gonna make sense to people when they watching it? All right, so we can start out here. I'm gonna really speed through this edit. I'm gonna try to like really accelerate through this shit. Are we gonna cut here? All right. I try to get multiple shots. That shot does not look as good as that side angle. All right. I know I got one when I walked in. The spot was dope as hell, but I'm gonna show y'all the one asshole. That really he really irritated the hell out of me. I had to like catch myself from snapping on his ass, but uh let me put it like this, right? So the significance of this event or whatever it was, I was invited. They found me on TikTok and they wanted me to come just to view it. I wasn't even supposed to film content. You know what I'm saying? This is what I chose to do because I'm invited. I was like, oh, this shit actually a dope aesthetic. At the time I had just got the S52X, which I sent back a few days after this, but um I wanted to just test it out, and see what's the difference between the regular S52 and the X. As y'all can see, the quality is amazing. I just feel like the color science is not the exact same, and I don't know how to explain it. But when I put the color grade on the S5 II, the shit did not it did not match the S5 II that well. It's like I literally had to do a lot more to get the shit to match, and I'm like, oh hell no! If it's gonna make my workflow be even more complicated, then why the hell do I need it? So anyway, they invited me in here. I'm just filming content, for myself and shit like that, just doing whatever. And the lady who invited me, she allowed me to go into their staff room and stuff, show me their creative space. They got a whole space in the back that I actually got to find the footage from my DJI with it. But yeah, she took me on a tour, and that's all that I was supposed to be doing. But she said you can, chill here and create content. And one of the staff that was there, this dude, he had the glasses on. I'm trying to find this motherfucker. Like, he gonna try to stop me because she left and, basically gave me full access to the whole place to where I can, go wherever I want. This asshole gonna tell me something, hey, what you doing back here, this and that. And I said I was invited to, come on a tour and stuff. And I said she just literally walked me back here to this room, and I told her I needed to charge my equipment. The dude gonna talk about something, well, you're not a staff and this back here is only for staff. So I'm like, why the fuck would you invite me to something where I'm not really welcome? And that really was like a slap in the face to me. So it kind of made me, I wouldn't say embarrassed because I didn't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm not pressed to, get the content and all this shit, but it was just the way that he tried to insinuate that I can't trust you back here in our employee area because I don't know if you were steal or something. It's like that's kind of what he was trying to insinuate without saying it. And I say that to say this, like a lot of these people, especially of color, they get in these spaces and shit, and they start to like forget who the hell they are. Like, you're trying to impress the white man or whatever too much to the point where you're literally overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, bro, like chill out, man. Like, bro, I'm literally just trying to charge my equipment. Y'all don't have nowhere for me to really charge it out here on the main floor. So she gave me permission to go in the back room where there's other camera equipment and stuff, like the room designated for creators. And you telling me I can't go back there because I'm not an actual employee and all this shit. I'm like, all right, bro. So it was just one of those things where I just feel like he was trying to like overdo it, like just trying to insert authority and power over me. But yeah, that type of shit irritates me because I was like, bro, I didn't ask to be here. I was, I fucking drove way out the way to come to this bullshit. You feel me? And it's like you don't even know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, she pulled me here off of my content, and this is clearly what y'all need to elevate y'all fucking space. It's a nice look, but y'all lack on the social media aspect. And the person that was here to help you with that, you just been an asshole, and now you just turned me all the way off with helping y'all with anything. So I shot this shit months ago, and I never was gonna drop it because I didn't want to like promote them, because of that. And yeah, and I could just tell like how they was talking. You could tell they like the black guys that try to be the opposite race. You could just tell. And I'm not saying this to be on no racist shit. I'm just being real. Like us as black people, we could tell when certain people start working with, different people and they try to like fit in too much to where they try to talk down on their own people and shit. I don't fuck with that. Cause no matter where I go, I'm gonna still talk the same way, I'm gonna look the same way, I'm gonna dress the same way. So I don't respect people that's trying to like put on a persona to get respect from other people and shit. I don't like that. So that's why I say fuck them. Like y'all too fake for me. This ain't what I'm on. My content is authentic. So if I'm gonna do anything, even with brands, they gotta be authentic as well. I'm not gonna do all that fake shit. Like I just can't. But yeah, that's why I never dropped this footage. And I was like, bro, I really love the look of it, but I just something in my spirit didn't feel right because like I'm kind of promoting like the wrong type of shit. Like it looks nice, but yeah, it's just the people behind it. And like I said, it was only that one person, but I could just tell they was looking at me crazy because I'm not dressed the way they are and shit. I'm coming there, I'm basically in streetwear. But like, bro, I'm me. I ain't trying to impress nobody but my goddamn self. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to let me go. I'm trying to find it. And that's why I started working in corporate America because I learned I would never fit in this type of shit. Like you could, a lot of these people don't be who they are at work. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all literally talk fucking ratchet hood, all type of shit when you leave this place. But when you get to work, you're trying to talk overly professional and I get it. You know, it's like carry yourself a certain way. But man, be real. Like I'm not doing that shit. That's why I never lasted on jobs. I'm not finna fake it for nobody. I don't even know how to. Any job I used to work, I never lasted longer than like 2 years max. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very outspoken. I'm not gonna say things how you want me to say it. I just ain't built like that. So when I see people that's locked into a certain character because they're working and shit, I can't respect that. I should have just walked straight through. Did I do this twice? But I say fuck it. I just still post it just because it's content that I took my time to make, and I actually like the look of it. But you know, matter of fact, with that being said, I'm just cut out the first part. Place, a lot of nice aesthetics. Yeah, fuck all that. We ain't about to talk about how nice it is. I don't know if y'all aware or not, but I am starting to do in-person classes. Yeah, let's just get them out. I ain't promoting this shit. This is enough promotion. And then, you know, what killed me too is this how I know people be on bullshit, right? So I didn't get paid anything to film none of this, right? And she just wanted to give me a tour. She told me, oh, you can create content, you know, if you want. And then literally the next day, she texted me and say, could you send us some of the footage that you recorded? Like, man, you don't get the fuck on. Like, we don't work like that. I'm not sending y'all nothing for free. Y'all got all this money to set this whole place up like this, like, and they be quick to try to like invite you to stuff just so they can get like, you know, they feel like that's their way of like bartering. I guess like you get to film out in our space, but it's like if I was a regular person that used this gym, I can come in and film here. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what they do a lot. You gotta watch people because they'll try to like find ways to get stuff for free from you because they know that okay they're gonna charge me a lot to do what I'm trying to do. So let me just invite them to it and say you could film and then hit them with, can you send us some of the footage that you recorded? No, I can't. Damn, I'm really trying to figure out where's the footage from this. Let me go DJI. I know I'm kind of ranting a lot, but it just kind of pissed me off all over again. Do y'all ever just put something to the side and you just forget about it, and then when you come across it again, you just kind of feel the emotion all over again? I feel like that's kind of what just happened. Cause it was one of those things I didn't speak to y'all about it when it happened. I just kind of like brushed it off. I'm really trying to let y'all see the guy though. When y'all see him, y'all can be like, yeah, he looked like the type that would be on that. But I ain't really recording like that. And I'm glad I didn't. But where is it? I saw his ass in one of the clips. But when my boy DJ Tank told me, he said, yeah, I seen you was up there at the Union Fit place. He said, yeah, they janky as hell. He said, I don't fuck with them. They try to collaborate with me on some fitness stuff, but they just don't run business well. Well, he said, like, just, yeah, people just kind of, yeah, they gave him weird energy too. So I was like, oh, it ain't just me. Huh. So once multiple people say the same shit, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't even see this motherfucker. I know he was over here by this booth. What's going on? I really like that shot. What's up, bro? Is it right? Lululemon in there. Damn. I actually need to find my DJI footage. I really love this shot right here in particular. Like, I really snapped. Yeah, I went crazy with that. I like this. Where is that? Yeah, the underwear is crazy. He should have just wore shorts. There's nothing that requires you to wear underwear in that. It's kind of sick to me too. Like people getting in their underwear. That's crazy. Anyway, I don't see the guy, but it's like it's not that important. All right, so as far yeah, my phone died, but yeah, hey, hey, hey. I love that music. Hey. It's your body. Yeah. All right. So I found the DJI footage. Damn. Yeah, it's a lot more. What type of when y'all hear this music, what type of scenes do y'all picture, or what type of mood this gives? Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones I made recently. Um, all right, so what else we got here? Interested to see how it looks. All right, so I'm on the way to this event. All right, so we can start off with that. See, this is what I was talking about. I recorded this shit on the DJI. Hey man, it was talking about the Prime thing is dope. Uh, we get in, it's like, what's going on, session? I wish I would have had a wide angle on. To this event, wait. All right, all right. So I'm on the way to this event. Hey, I'm on the way to this event. Hey, Union Fit. They invited me to come check out their fitness space. From the looks of it, see all that and shit. We're gonna cut all that out. I say that a lot because I learned. I don't be knowing exactly like. I don't think before I be speaking a lot of time. I just be sporadically just turn the camera on and start talking, and I'm like, damn, what was the topic? So I do that a lot. It's something I'm working on. I shouldn't feel too bad because Barack Obama do it a lot, and he was the president. So if he can say a lot, and it's not a big deal. Why is it? On the way to this event at Union Fit, they invited me to come check out their fitness space. From the looks of it, it looked pretty dope online. I'm interested to see how it looks. But man, it was talking about they want me to probably join their social media marketing team. But they found me on Let's just jump straight to.
They found me on TikTok and they reached out to me because they like my work and was telling me that they are interested in adding some more videographers to the team. So they just added some more videographers to the team. So they just want to show me around. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see how it look. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see how it look.
All right, let me see. Go on and see how it look. All right, now it's making sense.
They invited me to come check out their
All right.
fitness. I'm on the way to this event at Union Fit. They invited me to come check out their fitness space. From the looks of it, it looked pretty dope online. But they found me on TikTok and they reached out to me because they like my work and was telling me that they are interested in. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see how it look. Telling me that they are interested in,
Yeah.
was telling me that they are because they like my work. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see how it look.
I don't want to go straight into that. Ah, shit. It's playing.
To me because they like. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see.
I might as well mute all of this anyway. I'm not gonna use the actual audio because they playing all that copyright free shit. So, well, not copyright free. So, copyrighted music. So, that kind of sucks too though, because I would love the natural sound, but it is what it is. We're going to pull this back up. We're gonna shoulder lean, all right. Yeah, some of the shots I got with the Osmo was really amazing here.
They invited me to come check out their fitness space.
How y'all feel about that talking at the beginning? Does it feel
They
see, that's me getting in my head too much. One, two. Let's try to adjust this. I don't like what it did to the footage.
I'm on the way to this event at Union Fit. They
The highlights need to be.
invited me to come check out their fitness space. From the looks of it, it looked pretty dope online. But they found me on TikTok and they reached out to me because they like my work. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see how it look.
Yeah. Good morning, man. I'm going to reduce this. Let me see, what type of music would I use for this part though? Damn. Yeah, that opening shot is the Osmo Pocket.
I'm on the way to this event at Union Fit. They invited me to come check out their fitness space. From the looks of it, it looked pretty dope online. But they found me on TikTok and they reached out to me because they like my work. Man, we're gonna go ahead and see how it look.
Yeah, I just put this music there for placeholder right now. Hell nah, it don't fit. uh, damn, what could I use? I'm gonna have to work on something later for it. I ain't got time for that shit right now. All right, so these are the other shots I got. The Osmo. Yeah, all of this is with the Osmo right here. This was one of the cleanest shots I seen with it. Like, I was like, wow. Yeah, this the asshole right here I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the guy. Him. He was the one that was. Yeah. Yeah, he was the one. Anything for a paycheck, I guess. But anyway, kudos to him, man. Coon of the week. Uh, yeah, we. Let me see. Where's that clip? Yeah, he was the one that was being extra as hell. You can tell by the way he clapping. He's trying to impress them with that. It's like, man. It was another clip. Oh, it was one shot right here I had really liked. Yeah, this was one of my favorite scenes that I filmed with it. I think I'm gonna open it up with this. Um, it. I, I would recommend you book one of the online coaching, like the one-on-one coaching with me, because I have to really see your work to see like what to tell you to change or whatever. I can't. It's hard to just say, but I mean, and just in general, you know what I'm saying. Just focus on storytelling and just master the basics. Something I learned about myself is when I have too much footage, I get like I be ready to click out of it really quick. Like I feel like this is a lot to process mentally because now I just add in more footage. I feel like I don't know what's worth keeping, what's worth deleting. This is a lot. I think this clip right here is not that great. That's the idiot again. Oh, this is me in the car. What is this? All of this is just random shit. Oh, this could work somewhere in there. All right, we could put this right here before
Bro, he said, "Who said I heard your voice? People looking for you." He said, "I heard his voice."
All right. Now this color grade on this shit is horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nah, I appreciate that, man. I need something more neutral. It's because the white balance wasn't right.
People tweaking. That's what they tweaking. People champ is in. I've never been recognized for my shit. Hello. That's high school. The money different now. Money different. Yeah, me.
I went day tonight, but I'm gonna boost up exposure.
We're kicking for like.
Yeah, it's the lights that he got in there. They're very, I don't know, I feel like it's period.
Now you want that shit and we handed that bitch to Jameson.
Yeah, that looks much better than that super yellow tint that it had. But it's still not all the way right to me. We're gonna just leave that for right now. As far as these shots, I'm okay with it. Low light look great. This is gonna be a nice little vlog though, like when I'm done with it. I use all type of lenses for this. I use the mostly Panasonic lenses, but yeah, I'd be switching to the Sigma for some shots. I'd be all over the place. So as far as lenses, I use what I got, like pretty much everything. Only lens I don't use that much is the 18 millimeter. Right here is some shots with it. Like, where is that shit at? What's good, bro? Like, I haven't even seen these yet. It's the 18 millimeter. Well, I think that was a 35. I don't know how I feel about that shot. I might take this shit out. Yeah, this is the 18 millimeter. I love that shot, bro. Oh. I just be doing stuff, bro. One thing I know though, I think it's time for me to get off this shit and eat. Yeah, I be finding the best spots. I promise you. Also, I didn't figure out why yet. I'm still trying to understand. But what I think it is I think it's either my computer can't process all of that shit, or two, it's just the internet needs to be like stronger. Cause that's what it say. It say internet connection every time I go live now. I never had the issue before, so I need to run an Ethernet cord, but I have my modem way in the living room, and it just I don't know. I don't want to run that cable all the way across the house like that. But yeah, for y'all, I might have to just do it, man. So I never tried a speed test. How do I do that? I know, is it an application on here for that? I think, oh, that's a raw speed test. Then they ain't got shit to do with the internet. This is funny. I be forgetting Black Magic have so much stuff, bro. Yeah, that had nothing to do with anything. But when he said speed test, I was like, I remember seeing something that said that. So that's kind of why I just did that just now. I know y'all like, what the hell you go to that for? But how should I end this vlog? What should be the final shot? Getting gas, getting food, drive off maybe. And yeah, I'll just cut it right there into subscribe for more. Or should I go like a little bit B-roll at night, then cut off? Which y'all think? I just kind of skimmed through this shit real quick. So y'all like, what the hell we looking at to decide? So let me play this. My bad. Y'all be thinking from the perspective of, I know what the shot is, but y'all don't. So y'all have to really see it for the first time. All right. But basically, she's going to hand me the food out the window and I drive off. So should I make this the final shot? I love this camera angle and perspective. Well, or should I go into like a little bit of the night scene and then go into subscribe for more? See right there. and subscribe for more. What y'all think? We'll go all titles. Let's drag this in. Yeah, I think the gas station scene feels very. I don't even know if it makes sense to put this. It's not a mini film at all. Yeah, fuck that. All right, we're gonna go. It takes too long to get to that part. It's a lot of build up for no reason. We're gonna go here. Jump cut to this. Yeah. I like the random cutoffs because it makes you feel like it's a lot more to it, even though it's not. But mm-mm-mm. Right now, this shit is 43 minutes. I know it's gonna be. Do y'all actually want to see me chop this all the way up? I know we've been on this shit for almost what? What's that? Hour and a half already?
I'm on the way.
I just need to stop bullshitting. What type of music would work for this jam scene, y'all? All right, so I'm gonna go with this shot of the guy here. Nah, I don't want to start off. It's kind of putting the focus on him. Nah, I don't want that in there at all. Y'all see how much I zoom in and out when I had that 24 to 70 on? I don't like that. This is why I don't like using zoom lenses no more. I'm just not that great with it. Yeah, it's too much. All right, we're gonna let that be a shot. I think we got a different angle. Some girls here. All right, we can go 2 shot with that. Yeah, it's like it's a. I ain't gonna lie. I think it kind of has something to do with your nerves, or just I ain't gonna say nerves. I don't know if that would be it, but I literally just sporadically just something just always tell me zoom in, no zoom back out. Like it's overthinking, I guess. Yeah, it would be overthinking for sure. See, that would have been a perfect shot if I didn't do that little zoom out shit. You know, it's just it. When he walk over here, this could lead to the other side. I can kind of use that to tell the story of like what's going on over here to where he's going. Sinbad. Yeah, then we'll jump cut to this. And I'm zooming in and out. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna stop using that shit, bro. It's just like I didn't realize how irritating it is until now. Um, I'm gonna just stay away from that 24 to 70 for a while. Yeah, I did. I updated. The autofocus suck if that's what you're trying to ask. And I know people are always being hard on it. No, it sucks, bro. It literally, I don't know. You have to be in like the perfect lighting condition for it to act right. Yep. Yep. I ain't even I'm gonna go ahead and say you the headache of having to type it. Yep, it sucks. And I'm speaking because I'm speaking on it because it's one of those, and it's still the beta version, but yeah, as of right now, it sucks. I like that. I think this shot needs to go. Where is that? Right here. Now look, I'm gonna say this: if you want quality, I still would recommend it. I'm not saying that it's it's bad to me just because comparing it to the goddamn the S5 II and just how it's so easily tracked. A lot of people saying, "Oh, bro, you chose a dark situation to see if it's good or not." That's exactly why. You know, that's the best way to test anything is to put it in bad situations and see if it still works. The S5 II, even if it's really dark, it still will be able to face track. So for it to really be fucked up, and that's why I don't like all these other YouTubers. They be so hard on trying to sell y'all on shit just because they get commission from it. I don't get paid by nobody to do any of this shit. So I'm not gonna like fabricate and say, oh, it's good if it ain't. It's like the shit trash, bro. Like I'm talking about if I show y'all the clips that it tried to so called track my face, bro, it literally was ghosting like nonstop. It's worse than my GH5. That's how bad it is. My GH5 would do a better job at face tracking, and that autofocus on that is like horrible. So if I feel like that does a better job, and it ain't really no excuse because technology is way more advanced. If they can add in phase detect inside of the camera, and that means that it doesn't need certain contrast. That's what people not understanding. So you telling me I'm in a very contrasty like setting, and that's why it's not working. But if it's on phase detect, it shouldn't matter about the contrast in the shot. It's supposed to detect the movement. So that's not accurate. So that's why I'm being really hard on it. Now, if it was just contrast based autofocus, then I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. But y'all saying it's too dark to use phase detect, and that's bullshit. Because phase detect worked very well on the S5 too, no matter what the lighting situation is. When it's completely dark, it does struggle. But I mean, like I said, when it's damn near pitch black. But if it's a little bit of light, it does a great job at tracking, like still. So yeah, that's I know I kind of just went overboard with that a little bit, but yeah, I just want to truly answer your question. All right, we're gonna add in this shot. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, I think this is a nice intro shot to me, like to show the jam. But see, I'm not really trying to highlight this shit too much. But yeah, going for this to the yoga. The prime shit is really not necessary. So we go from that to this. So now I'm really telling the story with it. All right, we got these shots can be pushed down. Let's go here. All right, that's cool. Gotta have a, you gotta add that in there. Got the DJ. I could go with this shot. Which shot is better with the DJ? This angle or this one? Or could I do both? Or should I do both? Yeah, that's what I should ask. Uh, then we go here. He walks over. This scene needs to go. This shot needs to be. Where is it? Oh yeah, if you already got the pro, yeah, just stay where you at, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the guy to tell you need the newest shit. The side angle. So which one was the side angle? Um, this one. So this doesn't need to be in there. Yeah, I feel like this is unnecessary. Uh, all right, let me go here. Man, I think that's a boring shot. When I show this little setup right here, we're gonna switch over to the angle. Who all we got in the chat right now too, man? I hate that it don't like just let you know who's in. I only know when y'all drop a comment. So yeah, who we got in the chat today, man? Pretty sure we got Cool still in here, Private Celeste. Who else? Yeah. Yeah, the Osmo look really clean in this situation. I don't really care for this shot. He put a hand on his back like that, man. We get that shit up out of there. We get that up out of there, man. I don't care to put that. It's not a great shot. Yeah, I love that group shot. I'm trying to see which part of it should I use right here. The cameraman walking in front. Yeah, probably started there. Yeah, her walking over, just getting situated. It's not a good frame. I'd be too quick to like pan. Yeah, that means it's just not meant to be in there. Let's take this shit out. After that, we're gonna go to this. I think the prime drink thing can show here. I feel like this would be a nice scene for that. Just to switch it up. Show her making a smoothie. I don't know how I feel about that shot. As far as this Lululemon setup, It's not really interesting. That shot ain't. I'll put myself right here. Yeah, go back just to break that up so it doesn't feel too. All right, we go here. Uh, I like that shot, but I don't like how I move the camera, like I said. All right, that's enough of this shit. I think we showing the hell out of that at this point. Yeah, that could be the full setup. I don't want to zoom in on their clothes and shit too much. Show this dude back here chopping up with her. Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. All right, we need to adjust this. Uh, a lot of times we just be thinking everything is worth keeping. Hell nah. Yeah, the people that work for them is just funny, bro. Even down to the cameraman. Like, they was like in huddles with their own little union. That's why the name is funny. If you wasn't part of the union, you wasn't shit to them. And I be this is not even no cocky shit, but I be laughing at that too. Like when cameramans feel like they just be I don't know. I ain't gonna even say because I can't really say. I know a lot of times we just be weird in general, so I can't say they come off funny or anything. But a lot of time when you be in spaces, other camera people are like competitive, so it's like they look at it like this person is new. They might be here to potentially take my job or what I'm doing. But what they don't realize is I was just there to visit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to be a part of anything. But it's like everybody in little group huddles and shit. Um, you know, with their teams. And yeah, I be feeling like it's not a good mentality to have because you don't know who you are around. I'm pretty sure a lot of them didn't even know who I was, but if they saw my content, they probably would have like took the opportunity to network for real. Cause for me, when I go out, I don't look forward to like meeting people and shit. I'm just be honest. I don't really. My content is not people based, so like I really feel myself. So I don't really need people to for what I'm doing. But yeah, it be that type of shit. Like you just said, trying to size you up and all that shit. But I'd be like, bro, if you actually knew who I was, you probably like be like, damn, this is somebody I actually need to be trying to learn from or work with. Um, but yeah, I'm not the guy that's like going into these situations and looking forward to like trying to be a part of anything. I just be, shit, taking it for what it is, just socializing if I'm in the mood for it, or sometimes I don't go to be social at all. I just for the experience. And that's kind of what I was in. I really didn't care to network. I drove all the way from what I was doing to come to this, and it was just I felt not really welcome. Um, and to me, I think that's a very weird thing that I would never invite somebody to a place for one, invite them to it, and then leave them there with people who had no idea I was supposed to be there for a certain thing. I just feel like it kind of made me look a certain way, and I didn't really respect that because I'm not desperate to like do anything. I'm not desperate to get content. I'm not desperate to work with y'all. Like I'm not any of that, and that's kind of how it made me look, and I really didn't fuck with that. So. How can I put it? It's like invite somebody to a cookout around your family and nobody knows you, but you say, "All right, I gotta head out," but you good. Everybody here knows who you are. They familiar with what you do. Like you can film and do whatever you want here. Nobody's not gonna say nothing to you. And then as soon as you leave, people start questioning like, "Who the hell are you and what you doing here?" Um, yeah. So it was like, did she not give you out a memo like what I do or? So I just felt like that was really fucked up to like put me in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, everything you want to do is cool, but then as I'm doing it, I'm being questioned like I'm overstepping boundaries for shit that I already had approved, that was approved to do. So it was just kind of it made it very awkward. I just kind of shut down because and like I said, if I was the type of person that would get embarrassed, then that's kind of what that is. But nah, this shit was just very unorganized. And like I said, you reached out to me. She was trying to get me to pull up to this shit for like a week straight. So when I pulled up and all of this shit just went left, I was just like, yeah, they not somebody I can work with. Just very awkward. And especially when you're an introverted person. Like I already don't like to be around people as it is. So to put me in a space without no type of like, decency and respect of, okay, I'm pulling this person out of his element to put him in our environment and I made him feel uncomfortable. And the people did a great job at making sure I didn't fit in with them. Like, yeah, like you're not one of us type of shit. And it's like I'm not really trying to be. You feel me? So, um, but yeah, that's how that went. But yeah, the other camera guys, they was just, I could tell they was like in their own little huddles and shit. As you can see, you can even tell like how they look at me. Sometimes too, like what is this guy doing? But I guarantee if I saw people's content, I can actually see as they film. A lot of them don't even know what the hell they doing. And that's why they be intimidated because it's like, who is this person? And they seen that setup, that full rig. People be like, oh hell no, nah. You might be taking my goddamn job. uh, yeah, that's how that shit be, man. The more y'all get into this, y'all realize people be weird, man. Like I know we naturally are weird people, like as creatives, but when I say people be weird, I'm talking about like just energy wise. They be taking this shit way too serious. It's like, bro, chill out. Yeah, like let me see, like you can see them in a little group here. And that's why I didn't want to promote it because it's like I'm not trying to highlight these type of people. My platform is pretty shit getting bigger, so I'm not trying to like put emphasis on bullshit. Feel me? Like, and I gotta be careful of that. Like, people try to look down on you or like they don't even realize what you got going on. Like, you just a regular person, not knowing that you actually are very, well known in in that space that they're trying to be in because they're not tapped in enough. But yeah, I just be like, yeah, y'all tripping, man. And I ain't shit. I'm far from the biggest, but I do see that for myself. I feel like, especially with this whole teaching thing I'm getting more into, these gonna be the same people that come across my shit and try to learn from me. But you actually got the chance to be around me in person, and you try to be on some ego shit, and now you will never get the opportunity to do anything with me. And that's how I think, at least, when I go out. Not I let things naturally happen. I don't go out fishing for, you know, opportunities and shit. And I think that's the best way to be, because it's like you just truly just in your natural element, and whatever is supposed to happen is gonna happen. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, nobody nobody introduced themselves at all. Like I said, if you didn't have on that all black shit with them, they felt like you was an outsider. You know what I'm saying? It was like, y'all funny, man. Cause like I said, you can see they making direct eye contact. It'll stare you down and shit to see what you got going on. Like, you're literally looking dead at me. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me weird too. Like, what the fuck y'all keep staring at? Like, I'd rather you speak than to keep staring at me. Like, I was peeping everybody that worked for them, kept doing this a lot. If you curious about what I'm doing, then come over and speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just keep staring me down and shit. Like, that gets very awkward to me after a while. Like, all right. I want jump cut to. But honestly, do y'all feel like I'm tripping? Am I ODing it? Like, am I just thinking too hard about it? Logically, I don't feel like I am thinking too deep about it. Is I took it exactly for what they wanted me to take it as. You know, you're not welcome. Um, and like I said, the only reason I'm going to use this footage is because I like what I did. I don't give a fuck about promoting them. I'm not really telling people to go to them and shit. So it's one of those things. Oh, I like the scene where I do the prime bottle. I can put that here because it just makes sense. Sitting next to it.
Well, that ain't work with primate teeth. I don't know if y'all aware or not, but I am starting to do in-person classes in Atlanta.
Yeah, the quality of this shit looks crazy though. All right, let me bring goddamn music. It's driving me crazy. Like, now, not hearing nothing with it, cause I need to know what's gonna be the aesthetic.
Man, I guess that's gonna wrap up this part of the day. I don't really know what's next, but let's take off. I don't really know what's next at this point. I know I need to eat, so let's go do that. I don't really know what's next at this point. I know I need to eat, so let's go do that. Let's take off. I don't really know what's next at this point. I
Nah, I
don't really know
appreciate
what's
that.
next, but let's take off.
How y'all feeling about it so far? That music don't work for it. I'm just, yeah, that's what she play. Hey. Yeah, I just cut the hell out of that. That shit went all the way down to it went from 40 minutes down to 30. We getting there though.
Man, I guess it's gonna wrap up this part of the day. I don't really know what's next, but let's take off.
I think it's too many repetitive shots here. So we gotta be stepping up. That scene feels unnecessary. All right, we're gonna cut here. I'll go here. Probably junction. That shot feels unnecessary. Yeah. I'll go here. Looking this way. Cut that, jump cut here. The bottle. Graffiti. Alright. I like that. I think this scene right here is pointless as hell. It just feels kind of random. Yeah. We'll go gas station. Well, not gas station, corner store. I'm just cutting out all the bullshit scenes. So it's leaving me only with the best shots, naturally. This ain't come on, bro. See, this is what I be talking about with the computer. Be slowing down a lot. Then we're gonna transition to the alley. I probably should start it here. I think that scene is unnecessary. I don't like it. That can transition into this shot. Let's pull this over a little bit. I like that. That's nice. It's a nice little transition. I think that second shot is unnecessary.